Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple Wine and welcome to Boots on the Ground for a Monday morning. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a game plan this week. You need to have a game plan. What are we going to accomplish personally? What are we going to accomplish with relationships? Or would we need to call someone that we haven't talked to in a while? What's our prepping plan for this week? Write it down today. Write it down and try to accomplish something. So at the end of the week, Saturday, Sunday, you can look back and say, yes, I did something profitable. Time is precious. More precious than money. Sometimes you might have a little bit of extra money, but you don't have the time to go do something or buy something or do a project. So time and money is important. Budget it wisely. Let's get right into it. If you got anything to add, send it to southernprepper1@yahoo.com, southernprepper1@yahoo.com. It's the only way I communicate with you. If something looks funny on the internet, if it looks like it's from Southern Prepper 1, it's probably not. Contact me through that. A lot of scammers out there. Let me get right into it. This is from Domino's Pizza. No longer offering the complimentary pepper or cheese packets. I don't know if it's all Domino's, but definitely at this one they sent the report in. They were also out of ham, and toppings were a lot less on the pizza. They normally buy the pizza there, and they've noticed they've gotten a little bit stingy on some of the toppings. Probably trying to save a penny. This is from the Kansas City Northland. And they said hundreds of transients are in our area lately. The mayor, Lucas, I think that's the mayor of Kansas City, has busted them up here from downtown. And they also were given a week of free time in a hotel. And then they have just scattered in the area, in the neighborhoods. This was a planned and intentional way of getting rid of transients from one section to another section. So now there's someone else's problem. This is ongoing. I've seen it. I've talked to police officers. I've talked to people. Round up all your homeless people, give them something, send them a couple hundred miles away, and you just got rid of them. She also said grocery stores are stocked, but bread is stale or moldy in a couple of days. Produce is bad. Crime is on the rise. Also, they said lots of expired items on the shelf by so many people. I have gotten, within a 24-hour period, at least 5, 6, 7 people saying, I bought products, they're expired already before I even pick them up to take them home, or the expiration date is just a few weeks out. Look for that. It is a widespread problem. Try to buy the freshest food you can, because if you store it like preppers do, you don't want to store food that's only going to be good the best by date for a month. You want to get years out if you can. This is Iowa. This is very important. This is a large-scale pork processing plant which provides pork to the U.S. and other countries around the world. They have over 2,300 employees. They said production is slowed. Before the pandemic, they slaughtered over 10,000 hogs a day. The line would never stop. Now we're slaughtering about 6,500 hogs a day. That's a huge decrease. And the employees would normally work 40 plus hours a week, now working 30 hours or less. Before the pandemic, we would ship 12 to 16 semis in a single 12-hour shift. 12 to 16. Now we get 2 to 3 semis in a 12-hour shift. They said expect to see pork shortages, which would then lead to pork price increases. This is Lucky Supermarket. This is Holster, California. They sent me a picture. Literally, they're selling half loaves of bread. It's an artesian white bread, price at $5.69. Insanity. $5.69 for half a loaf of bread. Now, granted, this might be a very richy supermarket, but that would mean you're almost paying $12 for a loaf of bread. This is a lot of people. I got 3 or 4 in a 24-hour period. I've gotten them before. Mental health issues. A lot of people are having mental health issues. Domestic abuse is way up off the charts. Uptick in suicides, threat of suicides. People are sad. People are angry. People are hopeless. They're not coping well. It's only going to get worse. As the economy deteriorates, it will put more stress on people. So, show kindness, show love, do what you can to help someone out. If you know someone's having a problem, help them. Don't just say, I'll pray for you. Help them. If they need a little bit of money, if they need some encouragement, if they need to be taken out to eat and just given some downtime. Maybe they have a bunch of kids and the stress is on them. Volunteer to babysit for a few hours so mom can just go and relax. Do something. This is a Ford mechanic in the center part of the country. Since 2020, the shop rate has gone from $100 an hour for repairs, $100 to now it is at $175. He's talking about electric modules. They take about 3 to 5 days if they're in stock. If they're not in stock, the back order, they don't even give you a date when they'll be in. Local part stores have little inventory, or they're refusing to sell to the dealers because probably they'd be wiped out in seconds. Certain general parts are also on back order. Most work he's doing right now is warranty work. That is because people have no money. They're not coming in and doing stuff for pay work unless it's absolutely necessary. He says it has drastically dried up. So people are probably driving on cars that should be in the shop to get minor repairs. Minor repairs can turn into major repairs. So you might be saving a few dollars here. It might cost you a lot more later. New vehicle deliveries occur once a week, maybe 2 to 4 cars. 2 to 4 cars once a week. Previously, we would get a full truck of new vehicles every day. This lady has a grown daughter, and they both got off their shift at work, and they were dead tired. So they said, let's go through the drive-thru, and they went to Lee's Chicken. When they got there, there was no cars in the front. There was a few cars in the back, and they assumed those were worker cars. They actually thought the place was closed, but they went through the drive-thru anyways, and they were surprised when a voice asked them, can I help you? This was 5 p.m. No line, supper time. They have ordered in the past a 12-piece chicken, and it used to be $28 for the meal deal. $28. Today, it was $43 for the same amount of food. Actually, they think it was less. The side dishes they got were so small they couldn't even feed their family with them. So they got 3 sides, and they were really small. They have come to the conclusion that they will stop eating out. First of all, they don't feel like they're getting their money's worth, and at $43, that's crazy. I was at Kentucky Fried Chicken the other day, and their 12-piece meal deal was, I can't remember what it was, but I was shocked. I don't buy that a lot. I have bought it maybe in a year or two ago for the family, for my son's family and us, and it was high, but I paid for it. Now I looked at it the other day, just last week, and I was just astonished at the price for one meal. All right, let's go over to the person that has our air conditioner broke. They had a repairman come. Luckily, they had the part to fix it. They fixed the electrical part. The guy said it seemed a little high, and then he talked to the repair guy, and the repair guy said that normally, I guess this wholesale price, they could get a whole system for $1,800 a few years ago. Now that system is running them $4,200. Let's go over to Northeast Ohio, the Dollar General. Sign up there, and it's been doing it for a few days. No cash back. The workers had no idea why. I guess they were just told by management. Dollar General, no cash back. This guy says, I'm a beef and pork producer in Arkansas. We process and sell our animals by the whole or the half. I check prices weekly at local retailers. Walmart had a major price increase on pork butts. Last week, $2.47. Now, $3.23. That's a 6 cents increase, something like that. 31% inflation hit that one. Some type of ribs, spare ribs, I think. Last week, they were $1.97. Now, they are $4.44. That is a 125% increase. I don't know if that $1.97 was a week that was on sale and then went back up to the regular price. But even $4.44, things are getting expensive. This is an update. Remember I reported on the commuter trains that most of them were broken. I think there was 2 running, and this is going in and out of Baltimore and D.C. Well, they got back with me, give me some more information. I guess the parts are still on back order, and I think he said it would take another 6 months to get here. The parts are actually coming from Belgium. This is insane. We're relying on the whole world to supply us when we should be trying to be self-sufficient. Another thing he mentioned was he needed a spark plug for a small engine, and he went to the store. They were all out, had no idea when they'll get any in. So if you need spark plugs, or if you have small engines, be it from rototillers to anything, you need to check and make sure you have spare spark plugs. Crime. I've gotten so many of these in the last 24, 48 hours. I'm going to lump them all together. I will just be frank with you. Crime is astonishingly high. I will tell you that crime is not being totally reported by individuals. Crime is not being reported by police officers. The reason is some cities, some states, some areas are afraid if they show that their crime has exploded, it will hurt future sales of homes. It will hurt their tax base. So today is the day to increase your security 100-fold. Look at your locks, look at your doors, look at if you need to install a gate on your driveway. If you need to go shopping, call your girlfriend, call your friend, call someone, say, hey, let's go shopping on this day. Don't go by yourself. Go with a couple people or go at least with one other person. This person moved some people from California to Knoxville. I don't know if they're professional movers, if it was family and friends, but just the truck rental was $6,800 to rent a truck and to travel really across the whole United States. It was $1,400 in fuel. It's easy for me to tell people, hey, just move. If you live in a crappy area, just move. When you look at $6,800 for a truck rental, you look at $1,400 for fuel, you look at all the other expenses of not being able to work for a few weeks while you're moving, it's hard just to jump up and move. I understand that. Do your best if you can, though. This is a Dollar General store in Tennessee. This person said about 80 to 85% of her order actually rang up wrong price. This is probably because they're short workers and they cannot change the stickers fast enough. Other people sent me in. Check your prices. If you think the price has gone up, take a snapshot of it with your phone so when you get up to the front and it's a large increase, you can say, hey, can I get a discount up to this price? This is in Massachusetts. This person had some cows in the front of their property in their pasture. They moved the cows to the back pasture where they can watch them because locally someone had 4 cows actually stolen from the front of their house or front of their front field next to the road. So you have to watch everything nowadays. This is the Flying J in Davenport, Iowa. They were referring to a Denny's, so I think a Denny's also attached to the Flying J. But they are now closing at 4 o'clock because none of the workers want to work after 4. This is hard for truckers now to get a hot meal when they come in. So be kind to truckers. They have a hard job out there trying to transport things, and they're under a lot of stress. He says a lot of truckers are hanging the keys up because they can't make a profit. They're not willing to take huge risks on loads and fuel being so high. This person is traveling on vacation. They go to Burlington, Vermont. There's a destination. They've been doing it for 15 years. So they know when they get there how things are supposed to look. This time, lots of tents everywhere, homeless people everywhere, graffiti everywhere. So we see the deterioration of cities, even small cities, big cities. This is a small county in Maryland. This is Walgreens Pharmacy. They are only open now Monday through Thursday, and they're the only drugstore around. So that's how short they are in pharmacists. They're closed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This person also works for the public school system, doing their purchasing and tracking of grants. And they're saying grant money is being thrown at them. Got so much money in the last 6 months, almost more than in the last 4 years. So money is probably coming from the federal government. They described it as a cash cannon. This is Sam's Club. This person buys regularly the apple cider vinegar in 1-gallon containers. It was at $14.98. It just went up to $17.98. That's a $3 increase. That is a 20% increase. As you continue to hear me say boots on the ground, it's no longer 8 or 9%. If you do hear an 8 or 9%, that's probably the second or third increase. Now you're hearing 20 and 30% increases on food and things we use every day. They also said that their parents needed vision appointments. They have put their doctor's appointments off because I guess they don't want to go, but they need them desperately. So they set up and went into January of 2022. They had their first appointment, eye doctor. They had to wait 5 months, and they had their scheduled eye surgery. I guess new lenses, cataracts. I think their problem was. So it was scheduled for May. They went in January. Surgery was then scheduled in May to take place on the 25th. They actually paid for their surgery in full. So just the other day, they're supposed to have surgery, I guess today. It was canceled. They just got an email, and the replacement lens for their surgery did not arrive. These lenses were pre-ordered 2 months ago. So getting yourself psyched up for an eye surgery and then having it canceled is devastating. I don't want anybody messing with my eye. I'd like to get it over with. So hopefully they can get what they need and get their surgery scheduled as quickly as possible. Walmart. This person went in there to get some white tub caulking tubes. $9.80. $9. Caulk has gone through the roof. They said it should be about $3.50 to $4. That was the old price, but we are in Biden's new economy, $9.80. Let's go to Ashland, Oregon. These people buy directly, I guess, their milk or milk products from a dairy, and they do some type of delivery once a month. They get their products. It's a share farm. The owner of the farm, the lady, sent out an email asking for donations because the increase of hay and grain has gone from $35,000 to $56,000 to winter, get them through the winter. That is a huge increase. This is a Publix grocery store. This lady said prices dramatically up from last week. K-Cup 8 o'clock coffee went from $17 to $20. Premix spinach salad went from $1.99 to $4.29. That's a huge increase. These were only two of the examples she sent me. She said there were other significant price increases as well. This is a property adjuster, so he works for an insurance company. He wants you to be known. Some companies are great, and some companies will basically screw you if you do not know what you're doing. So he gives some advice. He says, ask for a detailed line-by-line cost when you have a property claim. So you want to see exactly how they calculated that. Then take that number and check it against local, like Lowe's. You know, they used to be able to buy OSB, it's type of plywood press board, for $7, used in a lot of commercial construction and residential construction. Common item. It used to cost like $7. Now it went up as high as $50. It's come down since. So you need to look at those prices and make sure they're reasonable prices. And if they're not, talk to them about it. But you want a detailed line by line cost on everything. This is Northern Alabama. Good news, gas dropped about 40 cents a week in the last 2 weeks, 40 cents a gallon. They also said fruit prices are still going up. Houses are staying on the market longer in our area. We are suffering from drought. Farmers and gardeners are suffering. Power and water rates have increased. I could change Northern Alabama and pretty much put anywhere in the United States. I might have to take out the drought section, but food prices up, gas prices up, water prices up, electric prices up. And that was referring to natural gas. Regular gas is coming down, and that's good news. Central Georgia. This is a meat department manager of a large chain grocery store. I didn't want to put his name out there, or his name of his location. Since February, chicken prices are rising. Boneless chicken prices have increased from $1.99 to $2.49 in March. As of today, it is $2.79 a pound. Chicken thighs have increased from $1.29 to $1.49. Then now they are $1.79. My store is running low on quick fix items such as high sugar cereal, candies, cookies, and soda. Junk food, basically. This is a lady cashier that was cashing out this viewer at a Home Depot in Colorado Springs. Said she had to come out of retirement to make ends meet. She's working part-time, but she might have to go to full-time employment because money is not being stretched far enough. The lady said she looks like she's in her 70 years old. This is a shame. A lady has to come out of retirement. This is because of the inflation. Also said in the Colorado Springs area, obituaries, really long list, over 8,000 this year. Many in the actual obituary says died unexpectedly or died suddenly. Also, he said anger and shootings are way up in their area. Wisconsin had an unusual long wet winter. Crops didn't get into the ground till late. Most of the corn is for livestock. The Amish and Mennonites corn is looking good. The Amish and Mennonites plant every square inch. They don't really look at the inflation. They don't look at fertilizer prices being up. They plant every square inch. They live as if there is no inflation or fertilizer shortage. A lesson for all of us. Couldn't finish all of them. Boots on the ground. Just keep prepping and keep preparing. Thanks for watching.